Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is D here with High Off Blue Hour, and we are going to be taking a look at speed changing and speed ramping in DaVinci Resolve. I've got a stock clip here of some aerial footage of a freeway traffic in motion. And so what we're going to do is you want to have your clip selected, and then you want to move the playhead to the point where you want your speed changes to happen. And of course, you can have multiple speed changes in a single clip, and that is what we're going to do. So about right here, when this white semi starts to first fully come into the frame, that's where we're going to have our first speed change. So make sure the playhead is in that position. Then we're going to right click our clip and select retime controls. And so you get this look with kind of all these blue arrows, and then it says 100% with the black arrow at the bottom here. And so then what you do is you come up here, and instead of having this red selection mode arrow, we want to select this trim edit mode icon right here. So we click that, and then we're going to come down here, and again making sure our playhead is in the position where we want our speed change to happen. We're going to click this black arrow for a drop down menu, and we're going to go up here to add speed point. And so now we get this speed point here, this kind of icon, and on each side of a speed point you can have a different speed. So with that in mind, I'm gonna drag our playhead down a little further so that we can actually add a second speed point, so that there's like a middle section to this clip. So drag the playhead to about right there, I guess, and then again come down, click the black arrow for the drop down menu, and add another speed point. Alright, so now we got our speed point sections, and so this middle section, to change the speed, we're going to click the drop down menu again, and instead of add speed point, we're just going to go to change speed, and then you can go wherever you want, but in this case I'm going to select 800% for the speed. And so the section, that middle section, gets smaller because that speed got faster. So we're up to 800% there, but we're also going to change the speed of this last section. So we're going to click the drop down menu for that section, again go to change speed, and this time we're going to take that down to like 25%, and that kind of stretches out the end of this whole clip because it's a slow speed, so it kind of lasts longer. I want to shorten that up, so what we're going to do is actually make the middle section, that's 800%, we're going to make that last longer while still staying at that 800% speed. And so to do that, what you want to do is you want to grab the bottom tab of this second speed point here, because each speed point has a top tab and a bottom tab. If you want to lengthen the amount of a section that's at a certain speed without changing the actual speed, you just want that speed to last for a longer time, you want to grab the bottom tab on your speed point, and then we're going to move that further to the right. And as we move it further to the right, it shortens the runway for the end section that's at 25%. So what we're going to do is kind of lengthen the runway that the middle section has. And so now let's press play and just kind of take a look. Let me make sure I got proxies going on. Alright, so we're going to press play and take a look at how this looks. First section should be regular speed, middle section should be really sped up, last section should be slow. And that's pretty much what we got right there, but that's not speed ramping, that's basically just speed changes. The changes are very sudden, and a ramp is a gradual thing. So now to do speed ramping, what you would do is we would right click on our clip and go up here to retime curve and select that. So now we got this look where we have basically these like white nodes, or I guess basically like keyframe points kind of, and they align with where our speed points are located on our in our edit clip. So what we want to do, we're going to click our selection mode arrow here, and then what we want to do is select this first keyframe point for the first speed point. Make sure that's selected, and then we're going to click this left icon here with kind of a curve with the circle right in the middle of the curve. We're going to select that, and so now our keyframe point gets this look, which indicates that we can kind of manipulate and create a certain level of curve here. And so what we want to do is grab one of the ends of this kind of barbell that's all overlapping our point. And you see, as we manipulate it, we create a curve. And you can make it a drastic curve, a little bit more of a gradual one. We'll just leave it like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. And then same thing with this keyframe point here. Select it and go up here, select the same icon we did before. Again, we get the little barbells that we can use to manipulate the curve. Pull or push, but in this case we'll pull to make a more of a curve situation. And so now we get that. And so now let's press play. And it's going to be more of a gradual speed change as opposed to an abrupt ramping up or an abrupt shooting up and an abrupt drop on the other side. Alright you guys, so that is a quick look at speed changing and speed ramping in DaVinci Resolve. You can kind of make things as complicated as you want or as simple as you want. Multiple speed changes, multiple speed ramping within the same clip. What I did was just a very simplified version of all of that. But there it is, speed changing and speed ramping. Catch you on the next one.